Hi guys, I'm just settling down after a busy day and I thought maybe I will start a studio vlog. I haven't done one of these in a very long time. I can't even remember when I did the last one. Must have been a few years ago. But then, well, there was the pandemic and there was all this construction noise and filming became so difficult that just casually vlogging stuff wasn't really an option anymore. So now I'm trying it again, trying to document my studio life basically, because right now I actually have one. Today I filmed a video, and yesterday I filmed 2, and the day before I filmed another 2. And yeah, I'm on a bit of a roll because I'm doing all this stuff to promote my new album. So I've been planning all these videos and I will edit them quickly, I hope. I bought this thing here. It's a DaVinci Resolve speed editor, and I'm hoping that this will speed up the video making process a bit. I've been busy with all of that and trying to prepare my album release, and it's been nice. Not exactly relaxing, but I feel productive in a way that I haven't felt productive in a long time, I guess. It's been raining for days and it always sounds like this up here in the attic. Always rain, rain, rain. Makes it a bit challenging to film, but I find it quite cozy. Now I'm going to show you some behind the scenes thing of how I film my videos these days, because I have this new background which works really well and I had it set up for the last few days. Hi guys, welcome to another video. I leave it like this while I'm filming all of these videos. Now I'm just gonna relax for a bit, and yeah, we'll see what else will happen in this studio vlog. So talk to you soon.
More or less done, I can move on into the storyboard process. I'm gonna walk you through along step by step of this process.
Well, as you can see, my day didn't go exactly as planned. I had a bit of a computer problem with my old MacBook Pro from 2015. I mean, it's very old and it's been dying for quite a long time. But yeah, I think it's now finally on its way out. It barely even boots, but yeah, sadly I have my project files of my most recent album on there, and I really needed to record the stuff that I need for the video, because those project files don't really open on my new computer, and yeah, it's one of those issues. I guess if I boot into an old install on my Hackintosh, might get it to work, but yeah, I haven't really tried that yet. I will probably try that now, because this computer is not usable. I've narrowed it down to a thermal problem. I managed to open the activity monitor after a long time trying, and the kernel task is hogging all the CPU, so it's getting too hot, and the fan is not even spinning, so I guess that's gone and needs to be replaced. But I think I'm just gonna try to do it with my Hackintosh instead. I hope that works. So much for that old thing. 9 years, it served me well, so I guess it's alright. I guess I can deal with it. But for a while there, I was a bit scared because I couldn't find my backups, and I managed to get the files off it in recovery mode in the end. Oh well, by now it's already about 3 a.m. and that's how it goes sometimes when you're trying to do stuff. It just doesn't quite work. Bit of a shitty day, but what can you do? I will give it a go with my Hackintosh now and see whether I can get those files to open. I hope so. Otherwise, I have a bit of a problem. I hope tomorrow will be a better day. The rain starts. Hi guys, today went a bit better than yesterday. Luckily. I mean, yesterday was pretty bad, so it wasn't really very hard to get a bit better than that. I got quite a bit of video editing done in the morning, and then I also filmed a video, and that went pretty well too. And then afterwards I recorded all the layers of all the different tracks of my album, and that's so that I have something to show in the video, and also for the other videos that I've been filming, because there are a lot of plugin videos, and yeah, for that I definitely needed something to show. That actually took me quite a long time. I went through each track and looked at all the elements, and it was nice because I could see all my different techniques, and it was quite interesting. Since I wrote that album like 2 years ago, I didn't really remember how I did certain things, and that was quite interesting. It took me a while, but it was fun. I liked it. I'm quite happy with how things are going right now because I made good progress on the album prep stuff, and I'm glad about it. That was actually what I wanted to do yesterday on the laptop, and I managed to do it on the Hackintosh, which is great. Last night I had to fix quite a few of the files, and I had to install some plugins and find some missing samples and that sort of thing, but I got it all to work in the end, and I'm happy about that. It's a lot of work, but I think it's gonna be worth it. Maybe it's time to go to bed. It's a bit late, and yeah, I always stay up late these days. It helps me get stuff done because it's quiet at night. I mean, can you hear anything? No cars, no dogs barking, no nothing. It's quite nice. We'll see whether tomorrow I'll make some good progress on the video editing. Bye for now, and tomorrow more of the same, I suppose. Hi guys! I started doing all the picture editing for the liner notes and that sort of thing. I wanted to have some interesting pictures for that, and I used some pictures from a project that I've been shooting for a few years already. They're done with a brownie and I flipped the lens on that and it gives this really cool effect and they make very eerie pictures, so I used those to get the right feel for this. I really enjoyed this and I love doing edits like these. I actually ended up staying up until 5 or 6 in the morning to get all these edits out of the way, and I still have one more to go. I'm almost done with all my preparations. I have the pictures for the liner notes almost done, and it's going really well. I might actually finish it by this weekend. I'm not sure yet. I'm still in two minds about the release date. I will try to get it out soon, and then that's finished. I want to get it over with, basically. Well, I want to be done with it by now because I've been spending so much time on it. The video is almost finished. I just need some bits for the music parts and then I'm through with it. Very cool. I think editing the video was really quite fast this time, and I hope it will continue like this with the other videos that I recorded, and that should be quite cool. And I'm happy with how the video is turning out. That's always nice. And now I better get back to work so that I can finish it. Exciting. Yesterday I was recording all these B-roll sections for the tracks that I was presenting, and that was quite interesting because it allowed me to go back to the project files and kind of deconstruct how I made the tracks and how I recorded them back then. Didn't really film back then, so I just wrote the music without really thinking about how I would present it in a video. And now I had to kind of change things around a bit and try to give it a little bit of more visual appeal. This stuff is always fun for me. Visual appeal, I'm all for that. The same thing with the liner notes. I think that's, for me, almost as important as the music. I get really obsessed with it, and it's one of my favorite things to do. I think I'm gonna make an entire video about that because it's such a nice thing to do, and I always used to do that when I was younger for other artists, and now I'm doing it for my own music. It's so strange. The video is almost done now, and the album is already released and out there. I clicked the publish button today and it was quite exciting, and I already had some support, so that's really great. I'm really happy. And now I'm putting the final touches to the video, and that's also almost done. Just making a little section about the artwork too, because that's what I've been doing the last couple of days. So now I will edit the little section that I just recorded, and then I think I can export it and upload it to YouTube, and yeah, very cool. So a little bit more editing to be done, but yeah, I'm so happy that this is finally happening and that this is out now. That's what all the work was for. Now I'm finally there and the project is getting to the finish line. So cool. Anyway, more stuff to do. Better continue or the video won't be out tonight. And I want it to be out tonight. Well, talk to you later. Hi guys. The album has been out for 3 days and I'm super happy with the response I got. You guys were so supportive, it was fantastic. Thank you so much for all your support, it really means the world to me. And yeah, I'm quite excited about all of this. The video was a success too, which is really cool. And the algorithm kept going with it for a little bit longer than it normally does, so I was quite happy about that. And yeah, I'm so glad that you guys enjoyed the album and the video and everything to do with the release. It's so rewarding and all the hard work paid off, I think. And I'm very happy with the release and how it all turned out. I already had a request from a podcast that features ambient music, so that's really cool and exciting. Hi, my name is Lilly Schwartz and you're listening to the Did Somebody Say Ambient podcast. I make music as Polarcoaster and you're about to hear my track Follow the Violets from my new album Hypnagogia. And that will probably be out in a week or a couple of weeks, I don't know quite yet, but it's in the works apparently and I'm very excited about it. I'm also glad that you guys enjoyed that I shared some detail about how I made the album. That is really reassuring because I'm planning to make lots of, behind the scenes type things where I go into more detail on how I made all of this. Yeah, craft type things, and I'm glad that that resonates with people. And it's reassuring that I didn't film those videos for nothing. I just have to edit them now and they will be coming out over the next few weeks. I'm working on more videos and I hope you guys enjoy that sort of thing. Thank you also for all your support on Ko-fi, because that helped me in 2020 to build my Hackintosh before the prices went way crazy for hardware. And that way I could finish this video even though my laptop broke. And yeah, I managed to get it all done in the end. And I did all my edits and it all happened on the Hackintosh because of all your support. So thank you so much for that too. And it really helps me out a lot always, so thank you. That's it for this video, so you know the drill. Like, subscribe, comment, super thanks, all that good stuff. I thought this format worked quite well. I quite enjoyed making this studio vlog, and it has the added advantage that I can just keep it going and edit while I go, and that means it doesn't take me forever to finish one of these. Or at least it doesn't seem to take me forever, even though it takes me a week to make or a bit more. So I might make more of these in the future because I like the format. That's always the kind of content I wanted to make when I started YouTube. And maybe now I can manage to do that again with my nice studio where I can film stuff like this. So watch out for more videos like this one. And yeah, I hope I see you soon for another video. Bye!